Hey people, today, as you know, new nation, France. And new cruiser line coming soon. I'm quite excited for this update launched yesterday, and gosh, I've already gone through the cruiser line once, but if you want to see this line, let's just see through this. So, first of all, we've got the Tier 1 Bougainville. So it's very tall Tier 1 ship, and armor, same as that on Black Swan. Very poorly armored, but I'm not gonna have it for very long. And with only 3 of these 5.5-inch guns, I believe that's the caliber. I'm not used to millimeter calibers. Oh man, France, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. But, still though, you're not gonna be keeping it for very long. Now we got the Tier 2 cruiser, Girion. It's Girion de la Gravière. Girion de la Gravière. It's very hard to pronounce because, you know, it's French, and it armors up, which is good here. And look at that, that's armor. It's armored up, but listen to French drawbacks. So, like, the Girion de la Gravière, it's got, you know, protected cruiser guns on the same caliber as the Tier 3 Friant, and it's the most modern Tier 3 I've ever seen in the game, with 5.5-inch guns. And, yeah, that armor is just very bad. And it's even more poorly armored than that of a Tenryu. But it's got torpedo tubes. I think it's gonna be very good at torpedoing enemy battleships to death. You know? And now to the Tier 4 Duguay Troyan. And this is starting to be very interesting because, well, of course it's basically a low armored Svetlana with better gun placement. But oops. It's got the same torpedo armament as the Friant, 4 triple torpedo launchers. And you can see an aircraft on board, which is very interesting. That's going to be useful against aircraft carriers if they decide I should just be mean to you and decide that cruisers are completely worthless in World War I. Yeah. But they're lying. Anyway, now to the Tier 5 Emile Burton. Now it's, of course, poorly armored like the last ship. Yeah. France. Why? What do you make this poorly armored? It's pretty fast though. And it's got, now you've got 6-inch caliber guns. And it's in triple turrets, which is nice. And the torpedo armament, not as much. The torpedo armament is cut in half, so that's not going to be very pleasant. But it's got a caliber greater than 21 inches. Anyway, now to the La Gasolinaire. But when you get here, this is where fun starts coming back. Look at that. That is good armor, right? That is good armor. It's goodly armored. Not as well armored as like most Tier 6 cruisers, but like it's at least it's got better armor than that of the Ioba, and better armor than that of the Nuremberg. Yeah, Citadel's kind of vulnerable, but that's a curse of Soviet cruisers. And the Tier 6 Budioni has a more vulnerable Citadel, and these 8-inch guns are. Oh wait, no, we're still with 6-inch guns. It's silly me. Now to the Algerie. And now it's the first heavy cruiser in the branch, because you know, see, it's got 8-inch caliber guns. And let's look at this thing around. So it's now the La Gasolinaire. I did not go over the torpedo armament. 2 twin torpedo launchers, but this thing's got 3 triple torpedo launchers. Kind of like a heavy cruiser version of the Soviet shores. So I'm expecting like several ships in the branch, all the ships in the branch to play very similar to like some of their counterparts at the same tier. And if you want to get the armor, now the French armor system is pretty dang intricate too. I'm liking this armor system. And you can see it's got better armor on the turrets than Le Gastelinaire. And then let's take this layer away and Citadel hangs above the waterline, but at least it's got better armor than that of Le Gastelinaire, right? I don't know what to say. Anyway, still, that superstructure's pretty dang big. It's pretty big cruiser. It looks very modern for a cruiser. Now to the Tier 8 Charles Martel, the most powerful among all of the cruisers that existed in real life. Oh wait, no. This was... Algeria is the most powerful of these cruisers that existed in real life. This one is a paper ship. So you can see it's got the, like, same armor system as the last ship, except though the armor... Okay, well... The auxiliary armaments... Oh no, the casemate armor is protected, but the auxiliary rooms are not protected. The auxiliary rooms are not protected, but... Still though... And with torpedo... And now you've got triple 8-inch turrets. I don't know what these things are gonna do. Really? So I'm expecting this thing to have similar gameplay to the New Orleans, except it's got, you know, torpedo tubes. And I'm expecting the same thing with the Tier 9 ship, the St. Louis, and... Two ships have the exact same name. And I'm expecting this St. Louis's gameplay to be similar to that of the Baltimore. It's still got the same armor system as the previous ship. You know. But speaking of the armor system, so you can see the name here is spelled out with the French St. Louis. But the American St. Louis cruiser, it's just St. Louis. You know? Over here, it's just spelled out right here for you. And AA's looking pretty cool. AA's starting to get very better and still got the same torpedo armament as the last ship, and it's going to remain the same with Henry IV, because I have been through this tech tree before. So that's a lot of armament. And French cruisers, they do have higher than average rate of fire and penetration. But speaking of that, now, but except for like Henry IV, you can see it's pretty modern. But like, look at this though. Oh, you're probably going to be amazed with this ship. So like, still having armor systems similar to the last one? Well, no. Well, not as well armored as that is, you know, the Des Moines, because, you know, if you look at the Des Moines armor, you know, it has that big strip there, the armor belt, but Henry IV does not have that strip, so, but there are going to be unpleasant surprises for a Moskva, because it's got these 240mm guns, or if you're an American, 9.5-inch guns, so, oh man, I've heard on the wiki, though, that their rate of fire only 3.5 rounds per minute, yeah, but it's gonna have more powerful guns than Moskva, and a firing range very close to Moskva's firing range. Still, this is very modern. I'm impressed with this new cruiser. And, yeah, the torpedoes. 3 on each side. Yep, just gonna have to deal with it. And like, you can see, like, the rudders. That's pretty dang cool. It's not as well armored as Des Moines, though, to be honest. But I am hoping that this, when I make it to it, it's gonna be quite fun. But guys, if that was very interesting, then please like the video. And man, I can't wait for the French cruisers to come. Oh gosh. In about 3 to 9 weeks, the French cruisers will be here, and I'm so very excited for it, guys. Are you excited? I'm definitely excited. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, see ya!